Eco foods, how your lunch could save the world. Vocabulary, emission. The new measures are expected to cut carbon emissions by 15% over the next 7 years. Regenerative. We started using regenerative farming methods a few years ago. Compost. You can add compost to your potted plants to help them grow. Till. Farmers usually till the soil in early spring to prepare it for planting crops. Artificial. Lake Kariba, which lies on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, is the largest artificial lake in the world. Fertilizer. This fertilizer contains nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Article. Did you know that what you eat for lunch could actually help save the planet? Although producing food usually creates a lot of greenhouse gas emissions, there are some foods that actually have a carbon negative effect and remove more greenhouse gases than they create. So what's on our world-saving menu? First, let's fill our plate with foods like nuts, olives, and citrus fruits that come from trees. Food-producing trees can store carbon for at least 20 years and longer if their wood is used to make products like furniture. Next, how about some seaweed? Seaweeds like laver and kelp take in carbon dioxide as they grow, and some parts of these seaweeds fall to the ocean floor, where the carbon is stored. Both these types of seaweed are commonly eaten in East Asia. Laver, called nori in Japan and gim in South Korea, is used to wrap rice balls and sushi. One type of kelp, called kombu in Japan or dasima in South Korea, is used to make soaps. Another type of kelp is called wakame in Japan and miyok in South Korea, and it's used in soups, salads, and side dishes. Eating foods produced using regenerative farming methods can also help. These methods include adding compost, not tilling the ground, and not using artificial fertilizers, which can improve soil quality and increase the amount of carbon stored in the soil. However, animal farming, particularly for red meat and dairy, creates the highest greenhouse gas emissions and is unlikely to be carbon negative, even if regenerative farming methods are used. In fact, probably the best thing we can do is switch to a plant-based diet with more tofu and beans for protein, because producing these foods needs less land. If we used less land, we could return a huge area of farmland to nature, and the new forest and grasslands growing there would also store more carbon.